Welcome back to you again. And now with one of the most famous founders of the United States of America. Prepare your cup of coffee, and listen carefully to enrich your historical information. Let us begin now. George Washington. The first President of America. He was born on February 22, 1732. First President of the United States, 1789 to 1797, Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army during the American Revolutionary War, and one of the founding fathers of the United States. He was an opponent of secessionists and led the rebellion that ended with the Declaration of Secession of the United States from Britain on July 4, 1776. He also presided over the convention that she drafted the Constitution, which replaced the Articles of Confederation, and created the office of President. An imaginative drawing of George Washington's artificial intelligence. The Electoral College elected Washington unanimously as president in 1788. He served 2 terms and oversaw the establishment of a strong, well-financed national government. His government maintained neutrality in the wars raging in Europe and suppressed rebellion. It was accepted by all classes of Americans. During his leadership, George Washington established many precedents for government norms and traditions that have been in use ever since, such as the cabinet system, presidential oath day, and the title of Mr. President. Moreover, he established the principle of a peaceful transition from his presidency to the presidency of John Adams and his retirement after 2 presidential terms, a custom that continued until 1940 when Franklin Roosevelt was elected for 3 presidential terms until this tradition returned in 1951 constitutionally in the 22nd Amendment to the Constitution, which limits presidential terms to 2 terms. These traditions are still followed in the 21st century. Washington praised him as a "father of his country," even during his lifetime. Washington received his first military training and received his first command assignment in the Virginia Regiment during the French and Indian War. He was later elected to the Burgesses' legislature and chosen as Virginia's representative to the Continental Congress, where he was appointed Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army. Washington led American forces allied with France when they defeated the British, who surrendered during the Siege of Yorktown. Washington resigned from office after the Treaty of Paris in 1783. Washington played a prominent role in the adoption and ratification of the Constitution and was subsequently elected twice as President of the Electoral College. Washington ran a strong, well-financed national government, maintaining neutrality during the fierce competition that erupted between cabinet members Thomas Jefferson and Alexander Hamilton. During the French Revolution, he declared a neutral policy when ratifying the Jay Treaty. Washington set a precedent as president, including the prestigious title of President of the United States, and his farewell address is considered a statement of republicanism. Washington owned a number of slaves, and in order to maintain national unity, he supported measures passed by Congress to protect slaveholding. Afterwards, the idea of slavery troubled him, and he granted his enslavers their freedom in his will in 1799. In addition, Washington sought to assimilate the Native American population into Anglo-American culture, but this did not prevent him from fighting against them during periods of armed conflict. Washington was a member of the Anglican Church and Freemasons, and was keen to grant a wide range of religious freedoms during his military and civilian positions, as a general and as president. Upon his death, his eulogy said, "He was first in times of war, first in times of peace, and first in the hearts of his citizens." Washington has been commemorated through numerous memorials, works of art, toponyms, stamps, and coinage. Many researchers and opinion polls classify him as one of the greatest American presidents. I signed on December 14, 1799.
I thank you very much for your kind listening. If you like the content, please interact, like, subscribe and share. Note: all sources can be found below the video. Goodbye and see you soon.